1. You're not as perceptive. In the early stages, you might be more conscious of how your lover is making you feel rather than who they really are. We see our partner as flawless, possessing infinite charm, charisma, and smarts. In other words, we fall prey to what scientists call selective bias. We overlook or find endearing the very qualities that would be deal breakers in different states of mind. 2. You're intensely curious about them. Forget your investigative pop culture podcasts and crime docuseries. Your new lover is the latest subject of your deep dives. When we're falling in love, we tend to study our beloved's every move, gesture, and word with steadfast interest, keen to know everything about this fascinating, one-of-a-kind creature. 3. You feel their pain. Love can make you feel attuned to your partner's needs. Your love is growing when you have an increased sense of empathy toward your partner. When they feel sad, you feel sad. When they feel happy, you feel happy. This might mean going out of the way to give them love in the way that they want to receive it, even if it is not the way you would want to receive love. 4. You're full of date ideas. You'll find any excuse to spend more time with them. You just want to drink in all that they are about. You will want to go on adventures together and learn more about each other by having shared experiences, and this increases the good feelings associated with novelty, challenge, and learning. 5. You forget your other priorities. We've all had a friend who vanishes the minute they start a new romance. This might even be you. Another sign of falling in love is wanting to spend all our time with our partner, sometimes excluding your friends. When we start to bond, our attachment systems are activated, which pulls us to seek proximity and closeness. This doesn't last forever. Attachment systems eventually settle, meaning you'll feel ready to retrieve other parts of your life again. 6. You crave sex. They don't call it the honeymoon period for nothing. When falling in love, we are turned on like a megawatt light bulb. Testosterone and dopamine create an arousal spike and lower inhibition. We are willing to have sex nearly any time and anywhere, forsaking caution and the voice inside telling us to get back to work. This is why anyone who has spontaneous sex on a grand piano is probably in love. 7. You feel like moving really fast or slow. Depending on your attachment style, new love might have you moving toward extremes. There are individual differences in how we each fall in love. In attachment terms, this is due to a preoccupied attachment, leaning in, or an avoidant attachment, leaning out. A person with a preoccupied style is more likely to press the accelerator, and a person with an avoidant style is likely to take things slow. 8. You enjoy sex more. For some, sex feels better when there's a little love. You might know you are in love when a sexual experience feels better or more fulfilling. This could be for several reasons, including the ability to be more vulnerable and say what you like and do not like to your partner, trusting your partner during the experience, and not feeling like you will be judged. 9. You're more affectionate. You want to get physical. Hear their body talk. Thank the oxytocin for that spike in physical attraction. We are more drawn to kissing, hugging, and touching when we're falling in love. Some theorists say it's instinctive, some say it's learned. Either way, physical closeness causes a burst of the bonding hormone oxytocin into our system. Named the love hormone, it feels good and helps us feel bonded. 10. You feel positive about the future. Love has the transcendent power to lift us up where we belong, to set things straight. When we fall in love, our sexual and emotional issues can go into storage. The future seems bright and full of potential. 11. You're worried. It's normal to feel slightly hesitant when you're falling in love. We can experience insecure and anxious feelings. We experience what's called attachment panic if we feel there is a risk that a relationship is not secure, and we might be rejected or abandoned. If you're feeling overly anxious about your partner, it might be a sign to reassess the relationship. So check in with yourself and your mental health and be honest about your feelings and what you're looking for in a relationship. 12. You can focus only on your next date. Whether your usual mode of distraction is kitchen-based dithering or a Zillow stalk, nothing beats love. When we are falling in love, the dopamine levels in our brains increase because we are expecting or experiencing pleasure. This drives us to concentrate on the source of our pleasure, our date. It explains that can't eat, can't sleep feeling of new romantic love. 13. You're glued to your phone. We can be prone to checking our phones to see if they've messaged and analyzing the words they used in their reply. This is our brain scanning for signs that our partner is available and responsive to our emotional needs. 14. You feel invincible. You don't need to be bitten by a radioactive spider to feel like you can scale a skyscraper with your bare hands. When we're falling in love, we feel invincible, omnipotent, and daring. We have copious amounts of energy and can feel impervious to stress. Our rise to superhuman status is due to elevated levels of testosterone, dopamine, and epinephrine. We can function on a deficit of food and sleep without feeling cranky. Still, eat something. 15. You can't stop smiling. Ever wandered the streets and spotted someone smiling to themselves as if they're in on some kind of secret? Chances are they're either plotting a kind of interstellar diplomatic mission or they're falling in love. We can experience butterflies in our stomach, feelings of excitement, and not being able to stop smiling. These physiological effects are due to raised dopamine levels. Smiling can establish a feedback loop. The happier we feel, the more we smile, and the more we smile, the happier we feel. 16. You're suddenly single-minded. Falling in love can border on obsession. We rehash conversations and fantasize about our lover morning, noon, and night. These thoughts are intrusive and relentless. Our friends think we are obsessed, and for good reason. The sudden drop in serotonin at this early stage matches the levels of those with obsessive-compulsive disorder. 17. You feel more love for others. You and your beloved might not be the only ones feeling the love. Oxytocin and the love drug phenylalanine make us more open and connected with others. We are patient, kind, and generous. We give spare change to buskers, smile at strangers, and bear no grudges. 18. You feel adventurous. There's a reason you suddenly feel open to trying homemade sushi or wearing yellow. It's love, baby. Love can make us more daring and open to new experiences. When we fall in love, we can expand our view of ourselves, who we see ourselves to be. It's a great time to be creative. 19. You daydream. New love can engage your imagination. You begin envisioning your future together and wanting to make further plans with them. Lust, love, and attachment have evolutionarily evolved to help create lasting attachments and mutual feelings of caring, which are feelings that increase sexual engagement and thus chances for reproduction. 20. You feel like a better person. While self-improvement isn't contingent on romantic love, it can certainly help. Despite the grandiosity, intensity, and obsessiveness that accompanies the state of new love, we also become a bigger and better version of ourselves, open, trusting, loving, generous, kind, present, patient, and forgiving. 21. You believe things will last forever. Love can make you feel like you're in a fairy tale. We merge sexually and emotionally, enjoying an interlude of perfect harmony that leads us to assume that our partner is right for us. We also believe our off-the-charts sex will last forever, and that we can avert the boredom, conflict, and disenchantment that beleaguer other couples. 22. You feel safe. If you can be vulnerable with your new partner, then it's game over. Long-lasting love is driven by the release of hormones vasopressin and oxytocin. When we feel an attachment to a partner, our bodies recognize a sense of security. Long-lasting love gives a feeling of having a solid ground, a safe space where you can share your inner self and be vulnerable with your feelings.